You know that feeling. It can hit any time, anything can trigger it, and it can send you on a mental journey that makes you question every decision you've ever made. That's right, it's in the video title, it's nostalgia, and it's coming for you. There are some, a select few, who might enjoy this, but for most of us, it creates a sense of longing for something that was, and probably never will be again. Or even worse, we dwell on missed opportunities or things we wish we had done before time marched on. So the question becomes, how do we deal with this? Do we sit up all night watching music videos from the 80s and 90s while feeling bad about ourselves? Or do we try to eat that cake and have it too? Well, being a glass half full kind of guy and someone who'd rather the full night of sleep, I decided to have it both ways. I want to chase that feeling of youth and no responsibility without ending up on a journey of self pity. So now the question becomes, how can you pull that off? We have work, family obligations, seemingly more medical appointments than ever before. And without access to a souped up DeLorean, we aren't going back. Now, I think it's important to be realistic. I mean, how many times have we cooked up grandiose plans with friends or family to be the only person who shows up? And look, I don't think it's that people don't want to partake. It's just that life often gets in the way. That said, we need a strategy, and here's what I propose. Step one, open your mind to anything and everything. Be ready to seize an opportunity when it presents itself. Step two, be realistic. Don't overthink, overplan, and set expectations so high that they'll never be reached. Step three, don't be afraid to take a couple of shots in the dark. Not every idea is going to be a hit. Step four, try to grab a small win. And finally, step five, when you get that win, no matter how small it may seem, live in the moment and enjoy that ride. And this, my friends, is how family, summertime, 80s and 90s, blockbuster summer movie night was born. You see, a couple of weeks ago, I'm at home, realizing my family has grown, and that we didn't get to create all the memories that I'd hoped. That same night, my kids and I start to talk about movies, and of course, I say, they don't make them like they used to. It's just superhero this and some other who cares story that. And as the conversation goes on, we realize my kids couldn't care less about what's in the movie theaters. And who can blame them? They consume entertainment on demand all the time, when and where they want. You see, they never watched commercials for big blockbusters all year long, waited in line for tickets, or felt the thrill of walking into the movie theater on a warm summer night to see that one thing they waited all year to see, an actual story with crazy effects that you wouldn't get anywhere else, something you'd talk about for days. And then it hit me. Step one, open your mind to everything. Why couldn't we create that excitement for a movie? Step two, be realistic. Let's not turn this into a massive night out every couple of weeks. Let's just keep it easy. Step three, don't be afraid to take the shot. And this is when I pitched it to the family. Why don't we watch one of those 80s or 90s classics on Sunday night? And if you like it, we can do it again sometime. Trying to keep it light, there was only one rule, no cell phones, because of course we didn't have any of those back then. Step four, well, when they said yes, I savored the small win and looked forward to it all week. And step five, Sunday night came, that movie began. And when the theme music started to play, and when I looked around the room and saw everyone was enjoying it, I lived in the moment. And I can tell you that for about 2 hours, the outside world faded and I felt young again. And the best part was that when it was over, my kids asked if we could do it again next Sunday night. And guess what? I and they are looking forward to it, just like I looked forward to those movies long ago. I know this sounds simple and isn't groundbreaking, but sometimes we need to motivate ourselves to try something new, or in this case, old. So my advice to you is find your family's summertime 80s and 90s blockbuster summer movie nights, but make it yours. Don't rush it. It'll come. Now, let's have a little fun. What movie do you think we watched, and which one would you recommend for next time? Remember, it has to be from the 80s or 90s. Feel free to drop your comment in the comment section below. And look, I know this channel is new, but why not leave a like and consider subscribing? What's the harm in doing so? And it would really help me win a bet. So on that note, to all you midlifers out there, my name is Will. This one was for you. And until next time, midlife on.